Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some Dollar Tree DIYs. This first DIY, I have this wee square blackboard and I'm just gonna tape off the sides with some masking tape. And I'm not bothered about the inside part of the wood. I don't mind if that part gets paint on it. And then I'm gonna paint it with some plaster Waverly chalk paint. And I'm going to use some super glue, wood glue from Dollar Tree. And I only painted the inside, the blackboard part, and now I already put some beads all around the outside, and I put one with some hot glue on the string at the top. I got these pretty wall stickers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use the blue one and just put the larger sticker in the middle and then put the wee ones in the corners. And you can use whichever colour you like. You can also stain the beads or paint them if you want to, but I think this turned out so pretty. I really like this one. I think it might be my favourite of the video. I have one of these stand-up blackboards and I don't know how it got paint on the back. I didn't notice till I got home, but I just put some hot glue in the back because the inside part was moving around, and I have some of these stickers from Dollar Tree. So I'm just measuring how many I'm going to need, and then I'm just going to cut them out. And I'm cutting them out so that they look the same on both ends. Just got to cut round all those circle ones. And then I'm just going to stick them down in place. You can do them across the way if you want to, or you could use the other. There's like, I've used them before, the ones that look like wee flowers, you could use them. And then I'm going to paint the inside with some Mountain Blue Apple Barrel paint. And this is what it looks like. I see the pattern is so pretty. I was going to paint the whole thing blue, but then I decided I'm going to stain the frame with some Early American wood stain. And then I have these laser cutouts from Dollar Tree, and I stained one with the Early American wood stain. And then I decided I wanted to put another one on the top, so I just hot glued them both down. And this is how it turned out. I think it turned out really cute and simple, and you can just fill up a space on a shelf or something with it. I just love how the wood and that mountain blue goes together. Have a wooden palette sign from Dollar Tree and some metal ribbon, and I haven't used this metal ribbon yet. I've used the other ones but not this design. So I'm just going to cut out a strip for each of the slats on the palette, and I'm making sure that the edges, I'm cutting them at the same place, and there's like not a half a hole at the end. All the holes are going to be in the middle of the strip of metal ribbon. And it cuts easily with scissors. And I'm going to use some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue. And I'm just going to press down the metal ribbon in the place where it's going to go, and I'm just putting one of the wee beads on either side, and I'm doing it like this because I'm going to paint it and I want the beads to be stuck down, but you could always stick them after if you wanted to, but I hadn't decided what colour I was going to do this yet at this point. I just knew that I wanted to put it like this. And I decided to paint it with the Mountain Blue Apple Barrel paint. And then now I am just going to stick down the metal ribbon. So I have a pair of tweezers that are from when I used to buy rhinestones. They were in the pack. I have loads of these tweezers. So I'm just making a hole where I want to hammer in my little nails. I got these tiny wee nails from Amazon, I'll link them down below. And I'm just using the tweezers to hold it after I've made the wee hole, and then just hammering them in. But they did stick out at the other side, so just be wary of that. But if you're sticking it on the wall anyway, just don't touch the other side. But you could always cover it up with some bits of craft stick or something, or some hot glue, so it's not jaggy. And then when I get to the other side, I just hammer both ends down, and then I did the rest off camera. And now I have one of these Our Family Gather Here sign from one of the arch windows, and I'm just going around the edges with the Mountain Blue paint. And then I just hot glue that to the sign. Then I decided I didn't want that hanger. It would look better without it. So I just cut it off one side, and then I pull it tight and then glue the other side down with some hot glue and a popsicle stick. And this is how it turned out, and I really love how the metal ribbon looks with that blue paint. And it was a lot quicker and easier hammering the wee nails in than gluing it and holding it together. And I have one of these signs from Dollar Tree. I'm just taking the hanger off the back, and then I'm going to push the back out. I'm going to take the wee fox off. And then it has I sand off the little bits of paper that was still on it. And it has these little metal pieces in it. So I'm just pushing them all up with a pair of scissors. And then I pull them out with, what's it called? These pliers. And then I paint the frame with some Waverly Plaster chalk paint, and I gave it 2 coats. And now I'm just distressing the edges a little bit with a sanding block from Dollar Tree. And I'm just attaching the metal ribbon to the sides of this. And I'm just doing the same thing with the tweezers and the wee nails. But I have some of these clips, and I'm just clipping it in place so that it doesn't move around. But just be careful when you are hammering the wood like this, because it might break. I did break the first side, so I didn't show you that. So I'm showing you the second side when I did it better. And then when you get to the edge, you just hammer it around until you go to the next one. But I'm only going to show you one side and then do the rest off camera. And you can't hardly even notice these wee nails once it's all finished. So once I got to the end, I just snipped off the excess and hammered it down, and you can't even notice the join. So for the middle part, I had this mandala tile sticker from Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to trace around where I want to cut it out, because I want to make sure the middle of the mandala is in the middle of the tray that I'm making. So I just trace it around with a Sharpie, and then I cut it out with some scissors. Once that's cut out, you just have to peel off the backing paper and then stick it in place. And then I just trimmed off the excess with some scissors. And now I'm just going to hot glue the two pieces back together. And then I hot glue the wee gaps that were in the back. And then I just hot glued the half beads on the bottom to make some wee feet, and I'll link all the beads and stuff and the nails and all that down below. And this is how it turned out. You can choose different colour paint if you want to, but I think it turned out really pretty. Using 7 of these 4-inch squares I got from Amazon, I'll link it down below. And I stain it with the Early American wood stain. And then I have this round sign from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to take out the hanger and then I paint it with the Mountain Blue Apple Barrel paint. I'm going to use some Dollar Tree Super Glue wood glue. And I'm going to glue the smaller circles to the larger one. I don't know if you can get circles like this in Dollar Tree. I think I've seen them, but maybe you can. So once I stuck them down, I painted some half beads, and I'm just going to put one in the middle of the edge of each circle on the outside. And I got this metal sign in Dollar Tree and it has 2 wee holes in it, so I'm just going to put some hot glue in the holes and then scrape off the extra with a piece of popsicle stick. And then I paint it with the Plaster Waverly chalk paint. And then I'm just going to stick it down in the middle of the sign with some hot glue. And I already stained 6 beads and put them onto the hanger, and then I'm just going to attach the hanger again. And this is how it turned out. Let me know which one of these DIYs is your favourite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!